In this direct answers video, we're going to talk about the 7 reasons why you should never use Series LLCs. And this is a question that I get pretty frequently, but unfortunately there's a lot of misinformation about Theyre on Series LLCs. So I figured I would do a video to dispel all these myths. So the general structure of a Series LLC is that you have one parent LLC and a bunch of little Series LLCs within that parent LLC. Now this may sound nice because you may think that you save on filing fees with the Secretary of State and it makes it easier for you to conduct business. But at this point in time, that's simply not the case. And there's 7 reasons why. Number 1, LLCs offer weaker asset protection than regular LLCs do. There have been several court cases that have come out recently, and the court has no idea what to do with Series LLCs. Some people may think that by forming a parent LLC and a bunch of Series LLCs within that their assets within the series are going to be protected from one another. Because many courts are unfamiliar with the concept of Series LLCs, they may not respect the liability shield of the Series LLCs within that parent LLC. This means that if one series is sued, the court may be able to reach the assets in the other series within that parent LLC. And at the end of the day, this is not a good asset protection structure. As it stands right now, it's best to just set up separate LLCs from the beginning. Because if one of those LLCs gets sued, that person can only reach the assets in that one LLC. If you set up a bunch of Series LLCs, that person may be able to reach the assets in all of the series. Now, I should mention that this could change in the future. Courts could become more familiar with Series LLCs, but right now, there's not enough case law to govern these disputes. And as such, people should wait at least 15 years before they start using Series LLCs. Number 2, they may end up being more costly. There's a lot of people who set up Series LLCs thinking that they only need to form the parent LLC with the Secretary of State, and in turn, they could form the series inside of that parent, but they only need to pay one filing fee with the Secretary of State. But unfortunately, this is not the case. If you were to set up a parent LLC with 4 little series inside of it in California, you'd need to pay a filing fee for the parent as well as a filing fee for each of the 4 series. So at the end of the day, you're paying 5 filing fees to the Franchise Tax Board. You could avoid this by only setting up 4 LLCs, and in that case, you're only paying 4 filing fees to the state of California. So, depending on what state you set them up in, setting up a Series LLC may end up being more costly. Number 3, there are a lot of difficulties with Series LLCs across state lines. And this is because, as it stands right now, not all 50 states recognize Series LLCs. For example, if you set up a Series LLC in Nevada and you register that Series LLC to do business in Colorado, you may end up running into trouble. This is because Colorado is one of the states that does not recognize Series LLCs at the moment. Now, I should mention that this could easily change in the future. Other states may recognize Series LLCs. But as it stands right now, because not all 50 states recognize them, it's best to just stay away. Number 4, they're prone to bookkeeping errors. When you set up a parent LLC and a bunch of little series inside of that, you're going to need to make sure that your bookkeeping records are up to date. And if you don't keep good records, this could be a very serious issue if the Series LLC gets sued. If you don't keep track of records between the parent LLC and the individual series, a lawyer could very easily argue that there's a lot of commingling going on between the parent and the series. And as such, that lawyer may be able to pierce the corporate veil and reach the other assets that are in the other series. You could avoid this situation by simply setting up 4 separate LLCs from the beginning. And if that's the case, if the lawyer sues one LLC, they'll have a much more difficult time reaching the assets in the other 3 LLCs. With Series LLCs, if you don't keep good records, you very easily could lose the liability shield. Number 5, taxes. As it stands right now, the IRS has not issued clear guidance on how Series LLCs are to be taxed. And on top of this, there's a lot of difference of opinion between the IRS and state tax departments. Some states view the parent LLC as one taxable entity. But there are other states out there that view the Series LLCs as separate taxable entities. Because there's a lot of inconsistency when it comes to taxation, we recommend staying away from Series LLCs for now. Number 6, bankruptcy. As it stands right now, the bankruptcy code does not recognize Series LLCs. This means that if one of the LLCs in the Series LLC goes bankrupt, the bankruptcy court may be able to reach the other series that are inside that parent LLC. If you were to operate one series and another series were to go bankrupt, that could put you in a very bad situation. And number 7, there's issues with security interests. Now, many of you might not have any idea of what I'm talking about, and that's totally okay. All you need to know is that for secured parties to perfect a security interest, it's much more difficult for them to do so in a Series LLC because there isn't a lot of guidance on the matter at this point in time. In all fairness, all of these things could change in the future. But as it stands right now, there's a lot of uncertainty associated with Series LLC. And in my opinion, uncertainty is not a good asset protection strategy. I also have a new book called The 5 Tricks to Teach Your Kids About Money. You can download the book for free by clicking the link in the description below. If you're looking to start a business, you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation with us at Corporate Direct by also clicking the link in the description below. And as always, please make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and turn on that notification bell. And I should warn you, the contents of this video are not legal advice and no attorney-client relationship has been formed.